What's up, guys? This is episode 83 Real Estate Podcast. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And I'm here with Adam.
And this week we watched Solo, a Star Wars story.
A Star Wars.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah, right.
In case the poster didn't give that away.
Yeah, for real.
This is Star Wars. Don't catch you slipping up.
Yeah. Yeah, Childish Gambino's in it.
Travis, I feel like you got some shit to say, dude.
No, like I thought y'all did.
Oh.
I do. I got some shit to say.
Say something. Say something else.
It wasn't as bad as everybody said it was.
I didn't hate it.
But it wasn't as good
as you thought it was going to be, as I said it was.
Well, no, it wasn't as good as it could have been. I said
the same thing, though. I was like, it wasn't bad.
No.
You watched it all. You enjoyed it.
On the whole, I enjoyed it. There are things I would have changed, but...
Like what?
The love interest thing.
Oh, with Khaleesi?
I could have done... Yeah, I could have done without that.
Yeah. Every movie's got to have that. That's Han Solo, dog.
Well, I know,
Han Solo is like the James Bond of space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to have a chick to bang. Like,
well, and he don't even bang her for real. She fucks, and not in a good way. You know, like she saves him, but she
didn't
fucks.
They wake up like in the bed? She did. Well, here's the thing. She already she got a taste of that power, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And I think she knew, like, whenever she saw him, she was like, "Oh no, why'd you come back here?"
This fucks my day up.
Because she knew she was gonna have to fuck him over. How badass was Woody Harrelson?
Oh my, he was great. Yeah. He was one of my favorite parts.
Childish Gambino was okay.
Yeah, I mean,
How
I liked
racist
him.
was that robot?
I know, right?
I'm just saying. That robot, I'm almost certain that really tall black woman on SNL played that robot. Like,
think so?
I don't know, but if it's a white guy that was talking like that,
the robot
it sounded like
the ghetto
bot. It almost sounded like they just rehashed Gwendolyn Christie to voice it.
Let me see.
It was the chick who plays Captain Phasma in the actual episodes.
It's Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Is it a white woman?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wait. All right, look, I know robots don't have like a race. You know what I'm saying?
I
know, but they're not black and white. That robot sounded like a black lady. Am I wrong?
Well, to me, it sounded like chick from Game of Thrones.
Oh. Khaleesi?
Yeah. No.
It sounded like, that's Phasma. Yeah.
Yeah. That's who she sounded like to me.
Yeah, same here.
Like a British, but a little sassy British woman. That's what she's...
sassy fucking
black woman?
KFC, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, this movie, like a lot of blockbuster style movies, it falls under the same fucking social commentary of the time, so
I was
expecting something to that. I didn't either. As a matter of fact, I think
I'll watch another one.
These Star Wars story films are better than the episodes.
It was fun, man. Like it wasn't as good as Guardians of the Galaxy, but it was fun that.
Well, for me, like when I saw all the criticisms on this movie and a lot of shit about how
what was it? Like what did they say?
It was like they want like an original story, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, dude, it's an established character.
You can't have it. I mean, that is the original story.
And I mean, we pretty much
he did the Kessel Run, dog, by himself.
This whole movie was member berries, man. Like it was just.
I remember
that fucking South Park shit where it's like,
you remember Han Solo? You remember when Han Solo met Chewie? I remember.
Remember when he met Lando?
You haven't seen those episodes?
Remember? Remember all the nudge,
No.
wink,
You're
wink
missing.
to all
I'm gonna
the
send you
fucking
some
shit
clips
he's
later.
did.
It's gonna change your life, dog. Member berries.
Well, like this movie, this movie was that, and it
Let
wasn't a
me-
bad thing.
Let me explain member berries to Griffin. Like it's these grapes and everybody. So the election starts happening. It's a turd sandwich versus what is it, Travis?
Damn
It's
it.
Hillary Clinton versus
Oh,
Trump.
giant dude. It's giant douche versus a
douche
turd sandwich.
versus a turd sandwich. But Trump is played by Mr. Garrison.
Oh
Okay?
God.
And when he wins the presidency, he goes back to the school and makes PC principal lick his balls. Because
Yeah.
he fired him, you know?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
everybody's pissed because like times are real shitty. So they start like binging on these member berries, like member berries. And when you pick them up and hold them up, you know, they do a pan in on them, they're like, remember Star Wars? Remember Goosebumps? I remember. You know, when you start eating them and you like start remembering old shit, you're like, oh, the 90s
What
were
the
great.
fuck?
Like, that's what they are.
No.
And it's really funny. Like,
It's
I've
like
seen-
South Park's. It's South Park's take on like nostalgia goggles.
I like it.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't it cool how he met Chewie?
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah.
cool. Chewie was fucking him up, dude. Chewie was gonna fucking kill this motherfucker. He was like, "I get you out of here."
Yeah.
Do y'all think he was a
Chewie.
shitty Han Solo?
No.
No,
I liked him.
What was it just a problem with the script?
I
mean,
think
here's
if
the
you're
thing, dude.
if you're going into these types of movies with like, okay, is this an Oscar winner? You're already set
Yeah,
up
dude.
for failure.
The
dude. It's
only
fucking
comic
Star Wars.
book / whatever movie that ever win an Oscar was fucking Heath Ledger's fucking Joker, and that happened because he died. You know,
Yeah.
And, I
That's
mean,
it.
didn't
Villain,
Logan
he's
get didn't Logan get nominated?
maybe I
Yeah.
got a nod, but
It got
it
nominated.
didn't get
Yeah.
the win, did it?
No.
They
No.
gave
Well-
Heath Ledger's the only villain, comic book villain
Remember
that'll
Heath
ever get.
Ledger?
Yeah, I remember. Remember the Joker? You got to see that,
Well,
Griffin.
My thing was like I didn't have a problem with any of the casting. I didn't have what it felt like to me was the same fate that happened to Suicide Squad, but not as
You
bad.
think the studio fucked it up?
Well, see, they got the guys that did the Lego movie to do the Solo movie,
Why?
right? Because they're funny. But the studio, Disney, what's that chick's name that's over
So
the
when
Star
they
Wars?
Kathleen
there's a
Kennedy.
chick
Yeah.
over Star Wars.
Yeah, Kathleen
Oh,
Kennedy didn't
God.
like she didn't like the
So
direction.
she
that
fucking
they
changed
told.
the movie. Now, did she change the movie after it was shot?
No, because they got rid of those guys, that team of directors, and brought Ron Howard in to finish it. It's kind of like a Justice League situation.
I remember that now.
Yeah. So I think that it was because it had funny parts, but I was expecting like a full on Guardians of the Galaxy comedy action,
Exactly. Like that's Like,
But
and it
there's-
had a little bit.
but not enough.
Not enough. It's a solos. Han Solo's always that motherfucker that's like winking at you, like,
He got that space swag.
yeah, the space swag, dude.
He does. He got that space swag, man. That's my biggest gripe. I think if Ron Howard would have done it from beginning to end, or if they would have kept the original directors attached to it, it would have been an amazing movie. But with Kathleen
Wait a
Kennedy and
So she changed. Who the fuck is she?
she is like she's kind of like the Kevin Feige of the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that runs shit
Fuck her.
well, it's bullshit, right? Because the Lego movie was amazing.
It was so
I-
way better than way better than I thought it was gonna be. Like,
Isn't it like one of your
That's a
favorite
movie?
fucking animated movies?
have you seen the Batman one?
No,
It's
I still haven't watched it.
hilarious.
Lego
It-
Batman's pretty damn
It's
funny.
so funny, dude. Like they know what's up.
Yeah,
It makes fun of itself.
right.
That Lego movie was good, man. Like way better. That was a movie made for kids, but at the same
yeah.
time, your dad's gonna like it,
Right.
and your drunk uncle. Cause you know me,
Right.
dude. I'm doing uncle shit when I take the kids out. I'm drinking vodka. I'm sneaking, a pint into the fucking theater. I'm doing uncle shit. you know?
Right.
Even when I have my own kids, I'm gonna do uncle shit.
Well, this is what the thing says. It says Although originally brought on board to complete the film after Phil Lord and Christopher Miller had been dismissed due to creative differences, it was widely reported in October 2017 that Ron Howard had reshot more than 80% of the movie. So, you know what I mean?
He reshot the whole movie, dude. If there's anything I've learned in life, because I'm a vapor, anything over 70 is 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
If it says 70% VG, it's 100.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The only 30% in there is like the nicotine cut and the flavor.
That's what they left. They left the shit that was just a little bit.
Yeah.
Why Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah.
We need to start a petition. I want her removed.
Well,
no.
I
want her gone. The creative differences. I want her gone.
Well, they didn't like the cut, the direction, and all that stuff. So my thing funny. Is, well, that I'm not sure about.
Yeah, we'll never know. I want to see that movie.
That's the thing, though. I wouldn't have. I don't think I'd have been as happy if it had been just this roaring comedy through this whole film. Like, I like the amount of comedy we got.
We got a good amount, but quit every time something goes wrong. They're like, give it to Ron Howard. He made fucking Apollo 13. You know, he also made fucking The Dark Tower, the last Dark Tower movie. Might I add? Like,
wait, did he or did he abandon it? No, he abandoned it. I
thought he directed it.
I'm going.
Hurry, Griffin. Griffin's got the best internet.
No, I don't have an A key. Damn it.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the director of The Dark Tower was like Nikolai Jarcy or some shit like that.
Well, that makes sense.
My K button doesn't work either. Fuck.
Ron Howard was over a lot of pre-production for it, though.
Yeah, like he prepared the script and
he had a generated thing rendering of what but his was gonna be more like the fucking books, I felt, because he had a full rendering of Tull made, like the city that the gunslinger rolls up into in the first book, and they had some fake CG models of how that was gonna look and shit, and then they never used it and all that crap.
Right. Well.
Oh, that's right, because they cut the budget. They cut the budget, and Ron Howard was like, I can't do it for this money. I'm out.
Yeah. But, I mean, I would have rather have seen one full cut or the other full cut.
Here's what I want. This will make me happy. At least let me read the script that they had. Right. Let me read their script. Let me read it.
Yeah.
I'll read the book. That's just as good. Not really, but at least because right now it's just the movie that never happened.
Yeah.
Those guys are sitting somewhere right now like we were going to make a Star Wars movie. And then this fucking bitch, took it away from us. But what's crazy is they picked them. They came in, they said, here's the movie. And they said, get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my thing. Like,
so they shot footage.
Well, they shot, they were almost done with it.
Almost finished it, and she didn't like the dailies.
Yeah. And my thing is exactly what you said. If you hire me to do something, right? And I like, Adam, I'm a carpenter. You want me to build some shit. I come to you and I said, this is exactly how I'm going to build it.
You ain't got to make up some fake ass scenario. I work on computers for a living. When somebody comes to me and asks me some shit, and then I tell them the answer that this is the answer.
Yeah.
And then they want to argue. It's like, why the fuck did you even ask?
Right.
I'm sorry. Do you do this like daily? Like, oh, my bad. Let me, you know what I mean? Like, who is she? Has she ever made a movie? So she's just somebody that kicks back and watches movies.
Pretty much.
I think there should be three people.
Like a fucking
There's
courtroom.
A vote, dude. There should be. We should have the Star Wars Supreme Court justices. There's three people. The footage comes in, and we vote. She's one, and we pick two guys. Two nerds that live in their parents' basement. And they wear those Buddy Holly glasses, and they fucking play fucking World of Warcraft, you know?
Yeah.
They love Star Wars. They watch it every year, all the movies.
Everything.
Is she like a huge Star Wars fan?
Well, I think, wasn't she over she was over something at Lucasfilm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let me find
Over
her.
what? Cleaning the bathrooms or something?
All right, Kathleen Kennedy.
I don't like her name. Is she a Kennedy?
Yeah, I don't know. She's a producer. She's produced all kinds of shit.
I don't like her.
She was hired by Steven Spielberg as a secretary on the production of 1941. She was associated with Spielberg on Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I'm not impressed so far.
1953. She's produced like all kinds of shit.
How old is she?
Well, she was born in 53.
Okay.
So
if I pimp slap her, dust would come off her face, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that.
But listen to this fucking lineup that she's got. Just these first.
Let's hear it. Let's hear her credentials.
All right. She's a producer on all these, and keep in mind.
Keep in mind that a producer is just somebody that watches the footage and they're like, yeah, that's good. All right?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
All right.
I can do that job.
All right. We got E.T., Poltergeist, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Gremlins, The Goonies, Back to the Future, The Color Purple, An American Tail, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Land Before Time, Back to the Future Part 2, Back to the Future 3, Gremlins 2, Arachnophobia, Cape Fear, American Tail, Fievel Goes West, Hook, Tiny Toons Adventures.
So essentially our fucking childhood.
I was about to say that, Travis. Took words right out of my mouth. She fucking produced our childhood.
And it goes on.
So I kind of take back what I said.
Yeah.
But I think she fucked up. Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
She fucked up, man. Here's what I say. But on those movies, she didn't have the power to go, hey, Steven Spielberg, fuck you. We're going to change directors.
Right.
We're going to let somebody else direct E.T.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Right. No, it didn't happen at all.
I'm just saying.
Right. Well, and that's like, I guess they have their little, because she was producer, and then we have a bunch of like executive and co-producers on here. Lawrence Kasdan and Jonathan Kasdan were both producers.
When you hire somebody to make a movie, that I've noticed that I guess it's just the world we live in now. But when you hire somebody to do a movie, let them fucking do the movie.
And if it flops, it flops.
It flops. Let them take it.
You're putting your money. You're backing these people and their vision when they come to you with their vision, and then you shut it down
it's
halfway.
Like God and the dinosaurs. Okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying. Once they're like 80% through the production, and they're almost
they're over 50%.
That's it.
The movie's getting made. But here's my thing, dude. Let it happen. Stop fucking these movies up. Like, I believe that if they would have released the original Suicide Squad, we'd all be happy with that. We would have enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
I enjoyed dissing that movie.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Yeah. But this one isn't, in my opinion, diss-worthy.
No, I don't have anything bad to say other than, like, look, I don't know, guys. I think I liked it more than you guys did, but I didn't hate it.
No, I didn't hate it either. It's one of those, I'm going to watch it again because it's just...
Certainly.
I don't know. It's like I wanted more. And I don't know what I wanted more of, but I wanted more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it was a good movie, and you wanted more of it because it nailed the good movie repertoire, man. Like, I loved it. I think it's the best of the new Star Wars movies that's come out.
I have to agree.
I
liked Rogue One.
Yes, I did
enjoy this movie.
I've enjoyed these one and done films way more than I have at the episodes.
Right.
Like the Rogue One.
Yeah,
Rogue One was good.
I think I think I like Rogue One a little bit more than this movie. I'm just saying. I really,
I'm not
really
gonna
like
fucking
Rogue
take you to the
One.
cleaners on that.
I
I
really
kind of said
liked
the
it.
same thing. No, Rogue One was good. Rogue One, before this movie came along, that was the one where I was like, "That's if you're gonna watch one, watch that
Yeah.
one." Because for real, low key, you don't even know you're watching a goddamn Star Wars movie until you see Darth Vader.
Right.
It's like it's not even a Star Wars movie.
Well, it's not fucking in your face. And that's the same way with this movie, though. Like, you know, it takes place in the Star Wars universe. You see the stormtroopers, you see the fucking, but it's not like, it's not killing you with like, you know what I mean?
I
It
do know
doesn't-
what you mean.
It doesn't suffocate you with reference.
From the moment the whole film was fantastic, but from the moment that Han meets Lando, they get the Falcon. The rest of that movie, I was just sitting there like with just like slobber hanging out of my mouth, man. Like
Right?
fucking,
Yeah.
like all that shit. And Griffin had made a comment to me before I watched it, and dude, when it does the 3 years later jump and he's fighting with the Empire,
Yeah.
that shit was badass, dude.
Right? Don't it make
And
you
I,
want?
and I loved how they brought in the idea that the Galactic Civil War.
Wait, guys, I got some info from Trent. Trent, he's out there listening. All right, this is what he just said. FYI, she's been quoted saying how she planned to make Star Wars more feminist,
Whoa.
killing off every male Jedi and leaving only female as the only Jedi, which is gonna be Rey, right? The only Jedi.
Yeah.
She said that?
I don't know about that.
I mean,
So-
he says she's been quoted as saying it.
Tell him we need a link.
Listen, man, I know this guy. He wouldn't just say that if he didn't fucking see that somewhere and there's something to back it up.
Well, I
Like,
mean, and dude, given the fucking the
well,
sign of the
given
times,
right
man,
now,
I'm
that's the
not
world we
surprised.
live in. Like, that's the cool thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Well-
that's gonna get more like, traction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and they can do it for their little warm blips because at the same time they still have to flow in with canon. Like for instance,
He
when
did just say, he said not in those words. That's just a summary of what she
But like-
said.
but
But
you
she
know,
said
but
that,
like-
kinda.
But yeah, but I mean, they're gonna throw those little nuggets of social commentary in there. But I enjoyed that they wrapped the shit up within the movie. Like for instance, you want to know why there was no fucking droid uprising for the rest of the fucking series, considering it happened in Solo, is because they all fucking didn't leave the planet. That robot died. All the other droids are probably fucking dead on that planet too. Kind of the
Yeah.
same way as why we don't see certain stormtroopers that appeared in Rogue One because they all died on fucking Starkiller.
Yeah.
Not Starkiller, but you know what I mean. They died on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
planet when they were testing the Death Star. So I mean, narratively, if they want to throw shit in there, it's fine. But wrap that shit up in the movie, And they did that with this.
Right.
I got a link.
I know that.
Here's your link.
I know that. Like one of the things George Lucas said when he sold the rights to Star Wars, or not the rights, but upon as they were interviewing him over time since the deal was made, since they made Force Awakens, whatever. He made a comment saying, that his vision of Star Wars, it's not just about spaceships.
Who
But
said that?
goddamn, don't you, Lucas himself?
Okay.
But doesn't
But
doesn't
but-
every goddamn space battle
but-
in this fucking movie seem amazing?
Yeah.
Like the whole Kessel sequence was fucking awesome. The entire and one of the ways and I even like the little idea that when they tied off or when they finished up the little L3 android rights fucking shit, I love how they took the computer out of it, and that's why you could go fucking anywhere in the galaxy in the Falcon, because it had that fucking brain plugged into it.
Right. That was fucking crazy.
Like just tiny little member berries like that throughout the films. Like that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
You learn why. Like I mean, it kind of answers the question like who shot first. It was Han because he fucking knew why. Because this movie, like,
Yeah.
and here's the thing: I'm ignoring all the fucking Legends canon and shit because there's so goddamn much of it.
They put a lot in here.
But like, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the part where fucking Lando's doing his little captain's log shit,
Yeah.
he calls it the Calrissian Chronicles. If I'm not mistaken, that is actually the name of his book series in the old canon. Because they actually made a lot of old stories of Han Solo and Lando doing adventures and stuff.
Right.
So there's a whole book series out there of more going on between them and what have you. But yeah, old
So
canon.
there's an entire storyline.
Oh man, Star Wars has went on for decades after like the original, after Return of the Jedi. There is a whole other, and that's the big uproar that people give Star Wars nowadays, or new Star Wars, is because when Disney bought the rights from George Lucas, they said fuck those books, we ain't gonna use any of that shit.
Well, wait a minute. Well, if their numbers are there on the sales, then use it. But Trent just said that a lot of the problem with this movie was the Lando lore, where people were pissed that he kind of hinting around that he was having sex with his droid.
Yeah. Well, they came out and said
I didn't even pick that up though when I was watching it. I didn't even register that.
I did, but I didn't. I didn't care enough about it.
I mean, I'm like, it's Lando. He's got fucking space swag too.
Cape
Swag.
It's one of those,
got cape swag, dude.
It's one of those things in the plot that, yeah, it's there. Yeah, you can acknowledge it. But if you're really paying attention to the movie, you're not worried about that shit. You're worried about how Han's gonna get this fucking movie to keep fucking Vision from killing his ass.
Right. Well, and
getting all that fucking fuel and doing the Kessel Run.
Well, and whenever this movie came out, there was a big uproar, like positive and negative, where like they write Lando's canon into this film to where he has sex with anyone or any race, any species. You know what I mean? Like,
kind of like the whole stink they gave with Deadpool, like he'll fuck anything.
Yeah, yeah. So it was one of those.
Why does anyone care?
He said the reason that everybody was pissed was because Star Wars always they never talked about sex. It was never mentioned. They didn't go there.
Well, here's something else with Star Wars
it's 2018, motherfucker. We're going.
Well, like I said, product of the times and stuff. Because if you think about it, if you remember, before they started establishing they started doing it with Rogue One so that so continuity wise it'd make fucking sense. But as far as I can remember, and I'm not that old, but episodes 1 through 6, if you exclude the new shit and everything, 1 through 6 did not have room for morally gray storyline. You had the good guys, the Jedi, the bad guys, the Sith, and motherfuckers jump sides. Like, it wasn't like, oh, suddenly it's like, wait, these guys are buying shit and selling it to the Empire, but they're selling it to the Resistance too. Whoa, how do we mask these dudes? And it's like, no, dude. Like, and like I said, it's just as time goes on, the movies are going to continually stray away from that shit. And I think for a universe and a story like Star Wars, that we don't need it. It's unnecessary.
I get what Trent's saying though. Like it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, you just said it. It's like you don't have to mention sex ever. It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, mention the fucking, where's the lightsaber? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Everyone that's here to see Star Wars, like, I can go home and handle, that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to see a fucking, but, come on. It was like a split second.
Yeah.
People get mad way too easy now. Like, it's like.
Absolutely.
Kind of like this movie. I watched this movie. I didn't hate it. Like.
No, I don't know.
I think one of the reasons why I enjoyed it, the reason why I enjoyed it so much, man, the reason I enjoyed this was because I went in with no expectations.
Yeah, same
And
here.
in turn, I think that benefited me because like I said, I really liked this movie. I had a lot of fun watching
I
it.
loved it.
Um,
It was good.
and I mean, but I mean, I'm biased Star Wars though. Anytime I pop any kind of Star Wars movie in,
I'm gonna
I'm a
like it.
fucking kid again, dude.
I'm gonna like
Like
it,
I'm a
dog.
kid again.
Yeah.
And I'll watch it. And that's the thing. That's the risk that movie watchers make in watching a film is that, especially when you have like IPs like all the comic books that have come out now.
But this is not a comic book movie.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's all under this umbrella of
It's Star Wars.
big franchises that have been around a long time, that people get comfortable with, you know, certain characters and how they're portrayed and how their story has went to so far to where once they start trying to break new ground, people start realizing, you're fucking with what I like.
Yeah.
But
When
that's the thing, as moviegoers, we are along for the ride.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to watch it and take what they give you. We got to play the cards that are dealt.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't get too caught up in it, because it's like, well, at the end of the day, I don't make movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet.
They make movies and I watch it and I'm like, okay, you took me fucking to a galaxy far, far away for a couple hours. Thanks.
Yeah.
You know, while I was watching the movie, I shut the world off.
Yeah.
I was in the movie. Like, that shit was happening.
Well, and back to what Travis was saying though, it's like if it doesn't fit in their perfect little bubble, and that's why I like Last Jedi so much, and that's why this movie it's good. It's not, like I said, it could be better, but at the same time, like it's not what you expect it to be. It's not what everybody wanted, quote unquote. So they're just bashing it just to be bashing on it because
and I think too, is particularly with Solo, people are mad because they want what they can't have, and that is a young Harrison Ford playing Han Solo.
Yeah,
you've got these people, man, that grew up a certain way where they always got what they wanted. And then these movies come out, and it's like, damn, this is not what I wanted. And it's like, yeah, that's what you got, motherfucker.
Well, what's funny is that
we're used to that, though. The way we grew up, like, this is what you got, motherfucker. It's Christmas. Don't get your hopes up. You know?
Right.
There ain't no Xbox under that tree, you know? So we got used to that. And then when we get a movie, we just take what we get. We're different.
Well, do you remember how for
years, these people
for years before the Disney Star Wars broke out on the scene, all I ever saw whenever you would pull up any kind of Star Wars stuff is people shitting on the prequels.
Yeah.
I actually didn't hate them.
I didn't either.
Everybody hates on Jar Jar Binks. One day I was taking a shower. It's a weird place to think about it. I think I was listening to a podcast, Hollywood Babylon, and they mentioned the guy that plays Jar Jar Binks. He got death threats.
Yeah,
People hate this guy. Like, no matter where he goes, it ain't that bad. Jar Jar Binks ain't that bad, dude.
Well,
I'm going on record. I fucking like Jar Jar Binks, man. He's funny. Yeah, it might be a little racist that he's got the fucking accent of a Jamaican dude, but whatever. It was a Jamaican dude playing the part.
Right.
Well, what kills me?
Give me a fuck.
What kills me is that people are jumping to all the supporting and little minor characters in all those older movies, and they forget that the fucking original saga was about fucking Vader, man.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Like, Jar Jar Binks wasn't I
just figured out
in what
problem.
dimension.
No, I'm
in what dimension do we live in,
dude? I figured it out. Here's the problem with the world. These things, man, they're movies. They're not real.
Yeah.
It's not a real place. It's not real people. We've got people in the world. We've got rules in society. Like, you can't call this person a queer. You can't do this. You can't do that. You know, you can't go in the bathroom if you've got a dick. Whatever, you know. We've got all these rules, man. And these movies come out, and people watch it, and then they want to apply these fucking rules and shit to the movie.
Right.
And it's like, dude, it's a movie. Like, fictional characters.
Yeah,
it's not fucking real. This movie, the whole reason why all this shit's happening is because, like, they're trying to take you away from all that.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you away from this like
Well,
weird world.
you've-
This ain't
you've
the
also
world that I
got-
grew up in. I'm just
And
saying,
you've also
15,
got these fucking
20 years
movies,
ago,
man.
this is a different world, man. Like, these people are fucking
Well, it's-
crazy. Like,
Well, it's like
everybody's
too, you
got
know,
an
movies like the superhero genre, like genres like the
Fuck your
superhero
opinion. I
films,
don't
science
give a fuck
fiction
about it.
movies like the Star Wars and stuff, dude. You've also got these fucking asshat art house critics watching these films, applying an art house.
This is not an
critique
art
to
house
it.
movie. You got to go watch Schindler's List, dog.
Yeah,
You
right.
can't watch Han Solo, and this is a comic.
And
this,
stop.
you
And
know,
I
like
wish people would stop sending people.
that's what I'm
that
saying.
are
They're
between
but
that
they're
are between
applying,
15
like,
and
real-world
25
shit
to
to
watch
this
these
stuff.
fucking movies, man.
They're sending in some gay dude that's 40, and he's like, I didn't like it. It was horrible. You know, like of course he didn't like it. You know?
Right.
Like my grandfather, tax-paying citizen, he ain't gonna like this movie.
I mean, next
Why
time,
would
next
would
time,
you send him to do the review? No, you send a fan. You send a
The
fan in
next
there,
time.
like me or you or Griffin, and you come out and you go, dude, it wasn't that bad. Like I don't know why everybody's bitching. It's just a movie, folks.
well, like,
It's just
well, the next time you
a
guys,
fucking
next time, because I know we
movie.
watch a lot of movies. We keep track of
I'm
a lot
done.
of movie news and stuff. The next fucking
Done.
time that
I'm
they
going to
lift
lay
a
down.
critic embargo, you're not. Let me tuck you in with
I'm
a little
about laying
bedtime,
down.
bitch.
You ain't gonna let me lay down?
But hear me out though. Like the next time a movie's review embargo
The
gets
next time
lifted,
what?
the next time a movie gets the early reviews come in for a major blockbuster. The next time you see it, because now most of these days when you see these articles of these reviews, not only do they say what the fucking reviewer said, they'll give you a snapshot of their goddamn Twitter account where they fucking posted it.
Yeah.
And sit there and tell me with a straight face that the critics watching these films are genuinely not the target audience.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're
No,
sending
they're
people
all
in
fucking they're all fucking hipster ass multicolored motherfuckers that are gonna bait and switch to all the fucking little liberal fucking ideologies that get sprinkled in these goddamn movies, man. And tell me that there's nothing there that doesn't say, hey, they're not taking a general audience approach to it. They're gonna go in with, all right, let's see if this white guy's worth hating. Or let's see if this message they're conveying fits to my fucking political agenda.
I wanna say something. I want to show you guys the power of Disney. Trent was telling me here that there's a video of Mark Hamill, and he's talking about Kathleen Kennedy in an interview, and it ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't like her. She's fucking things up. What the fuck? You know, he was pissed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I told Trent, I said, I need that video. I want to play it. I want to hear what he's got to say because, listen, guys, he met her in person. He sat in a room with her and watched footage. He heard the words coming out of her mouth. Like, look, of course, Kathleen Kennedy was probably pretty good at one time. Dude, I can be a producer.
Yeah, right.
A lot of times, like, look, her name gets tacked on to something. They're like, let's get Kathleen Kennedy. Why? Because she did all of these movies. When people see that Kathleen Kennedy's on the movie, oh, wow, Kathleen Kennedy. Dude, the footage is gone.
Yeah.
I know Trent. There's no way. If he said he saw this shit, he saw it.
I believe him.
He watched it. And I think I remember him bitching when Mark Hamill came out. Remember after they filmed that other one, he came out and he was like, fuck this movie. Like,
yeah.
he was pissed, dude. He was like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck everybody. I
Well,
don't even want to do this anymore, but they're cutting me checks. Don't blame me.
Well,
I mean,
that was
this is my last chance to cash in, you know?
Well, I mean, it's almost like
So I don't blame anyone for taking a role.
Ryan Johnson,
but
like
you gotta
Ryan
have
Johnson
respect.
in a way.
You gotta have
with
respect.
The Last Jedi. With The Last Jedi, and that's the thing. The Last Jedi makes sense to me when I watched it because even in the writing, they kind of bitch slap the audience.
Wait.
And it's the scene. It's the scene where they're talking, where Luke's talking to. Yeah, he's talking to Rey. It's when Rey's like, "Hey, come on, we need to go. The rebellion needs you." Yada yada yada.
When they're standing in the rock garden, you know.
well, you know, yeah, that whole
where they're
fucking
just standing
moment.
and it's like raining.
No, but there's like the moment where Luke's like, "What do you think I'm gonna do? Just waltz out there and just like
When I saw
throw around a
Luke
laser
Skywalker
sword?"
standing there, I thought he was an Ewok. He's so goddamn little, you know? He's
Well,
wearing
I
that
mean,
shit. I was like, it's an Ewok. Oh, it's
people
Luke
were
Skywalker,
wanting
my
Luke
bad.
Skywalker wrecking shit. I went into that movie wanting Luke Skywalker wrecking shit.
Well, you
What
kind
I
of got it at
got,
the end.
well, I mean,
He didn't
whether
wreck
people
shit, but he
whether
did.
whether you like it or not, that was the coolest fucking
I didn't
display
hate
of
that
the
movie.
Force in the whole
I'm
goddamn
almost
saga.
certain that I've given all these Star Wars movies a fucking star. Here's my
He
thing,
was-
dog. I love Star Wars. I'm not gonna give it. It's Star
Well, I mean, he
Wars.
was
you
so
know?
goddamn powerful, dude,
It's
that
not
he was
half
able to
Star
physically
Wars.
project himself across the galaxy.
I have respect because listen, guys. What's his name? Han Solo.
And I mean, dude, and people want to bitch about the logic.
Harrison Ford. Wait, Harrison Ford. This is what he said. Everybody that's doing these movies, Mark Hamill, when they said we're making Star Wars, he was like, I'm about to get paid. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be in another movie as a ghost, you know?
Yeah.
He's going to be like, what's his name in the other one, you know, like the fucking green dude.
And I mean, and
No,
to me,
no, wait,
to
you
me,
got to let
man,
me finish.
these,
Wait,
these
no.
motherfuckers are old, man.
No,
Like,
look.
of course they're not going to be in the whole saga.
But wait, Harrison Ford said, I'll do one. And I'm done. So I want you to kill my ass. I'm done. That was him, dude. He was like, I'll do one. He didn't want to ride the train. He's like, I'll do one. I'm done. Like, I'm not going to ride this fucking Star Wars train for 10 years.
I mean, he's fucking over it, man.
Well, he's rich as fuck, too. But he's just like, at least he came, but you got to give him credit for coming back. I didn't think he'd come back.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it. I mean, he did it for the fans, obviously. He did it for the paycheck, obviously.
But I know deep down
I think
inside, he did it for the fans too, because.
Well, I mean, and to me, that's a noble way to bow out. It's like, hey, I'm fucking done with Star Wars. I've been done with Star Wars.
He gave me closure.
I'll finish off the
closure. I know what happened to Han Solo.
Arc, you know?
His son killed him, the bastard. You know,
and it makes it even more. And it made it even more sad watching Solo, knowing how he dies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of like watching Homecoming Spider-Man again after watching Infinity War.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of fucking things flying around here. Yeah. It's just, I do know. Well, and at the end of the day, like you said, it's entertainment. Take it for what it is. Vote with your dollar. If you don't like something,
I didn't go to the theater. Did you?
No, I wanted to,
Yeah,
but
man,
I wouldn't have been upset about it if I went to the theater.
We didn't give it our money. We didn't add to that.
People are so.
That's on us too, guys. There's a lot of people
movies.
like us that don't go out.
There's a lot of people that get ass bent over these fucking films, man, but they can't shit on it until they watch it. Because everyone's like, man, don't go watch it. Save your money. Do this, do that. And it's like, well, man, thanks for giving us your opinion, dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to go watch it.
Yeah. Well,
I've seen your movie collection. I'm going to go see it, you know?
Yeah, right.
Well, it's not even that. Like, and
No,
that's
I'm
the
just
thing. I take y'all's opinions and anyone else's that I feel is credible.
If
Like, I'll take anyone's
see
opinion
it,
on it.
I'm going to see it. You
Yeah.
know? If it's in my head, I'm like, I want to see that.
In your hair.
You're not going to fucking rob me of a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Fuck both of you. I'll watch it if I want to see it.
Well, that's like on Facebook earlier today, which I didn't click on it, but I saw the headline where reviews are in for Venom.
Oh,
right?
God. Are they bad?
They say it's worse than Catwoman.
Can we pull some of them up before the end of this?
There is also
at the end.
There is also, to kind of go in hand with that, Griff, there's also the same, I'm sure we probably read similar articles. Venom drops the same day that Lady Gaga's little fucking movie drops too.
Oh, God.
And apparently her fan base is trying to put in early reviews of Venom to make it look bad so that more people will go watch that other one.
Are you serious?
Now, I'm serious.
Wait a minute.
And it's fuck all stupid, but I mean, apparently it's happening.
Well, I heard what Griffin just said. He's like, the reviews it's worse than ever, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
think.
And we're gonna
Well,
talk
I mean,
about it like
well, I
as soon
mean,
as it comes out.
So Venom was supposed to be a rated R, right? That was what the bait
Oh, it's
for it,
not.
for everybody to be like, oh fuck, a Venom movie's coming out. Because that
Yeah.
it was rated R, right? Well, it's PG-13 now.
Mm.
And I don't know if they switched ratings during the filming, so I don't know if they've edited out shit or if
studio
something's
is
ended up
that?
on
Sony.
Sony.
Yeah.
Never mind.
The most poorly firewalled fucking company out
Yeah,
there.
really.
Yeah.
I think
Well-
someone in the movie, the interview, leaked the interview. I think so.
Yeah. But that just goes to show you, like, reviews are in. People are fucking, and it might be true. It might be the Lady Gaga
Well, I'm gonna
people.
watch it. How about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to go to the
Give a
theaters
fuck
because
what
I don't
they
have any
say.
fucking money. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, like, you know, it's a movie about a dude that gets some space gunk on him. The space gunk can talk to him, and they decide to be fucking partners. I mean,
Yeah.
type
Well-
of fucking review you think we're gonna get? I mean,
Well, like you said
people either
earlier,
dig it or they
who
don't,
I
you
want to
know?
meet the person that reviewed this movie. I want to ask
Yeah.
them a
'Cause
few
there are-
questions. What kind of music you like to
Did you-
listen to?
Because you got to think, because this goes back to some stuff that we've all said in the past about, like, with the DC films or just comic book movies in general. What's the best way to word it?
Use your
People
word.
people are going to go in with their minds already made up. There
Yeah.
are people that watched the very first teaser to Venom and made up their mind, and their mind has remained unchanged, even with the trailers.
They
They're
didn't
already
like
like,
that
it's shit. I'm not
cheesy
going to
shit,
watch
yeah.
it. It's like, no, you got to give me a
Fuck
whole pie
this.
before I'm ready to buy one, you know? And I think that's fucking dumb.
Well, it's the climate that we live in, because think Adam knows more than anybody. A review online can
Oh
make
my
or break,
god, dude, it'll fuck you up for life.
right? So that's the mentality that everybody has. That's the mentality when it comes to movies and restaurants and businesses and you name
But
it.
how many times you read a bad review in a restaurant that you went to and you liked it?
But I feel like it gets more complicated these days too, because, you know, there are these little areas where they'll do advanced screenings and they'll just pop up in these areas, and it's just these, or people get selected via email or some sort of retarded shit. Like, for instance, I remember, and I know this is random, but I feel like it connects to the point I'm trying to make. Me and Adam were in the mall in Georgia forever ago.
The Mall of
And
Georgia, the big one?
yeah, we were just, you know, walking about, and you know how they have, you know, where the vendors are in the aisle, actually out in the store before you go into the buildings.
Yeah.
Well, there was this one little vendor guy set up, and I remember him pulling me and Adam to the side and was like, "Hey, would you care to watch a movie trailer and give us your opinion on it?" And it was the trailer for Without a Paddle.
Oh shit.
And
Full
this was
disclosure,
like
I love that movie.
this was a long time before that, like the movie, like
It
before
really
they ever
was.
like before the trailer ever dropped on TV and shit. Because I remember watching it, and me and Adam being like, "Oh fuck, that was that shit we saw."
Right.
And I feel like that. I feel like it. Yeah, I can see where people are like, "Yeah, that's a good way to get out there and get a vibe from people." But it's like, no, not really.
You're just going to stop kids
Because-
and ask them in the mall? And what did
Well,
we
no,
say? We
but-
probably watched that trailer and was like, you know.
Yeah, but you know, but where I'm getting at is that they took that instead of just getting random people, legitimately random people. Instead, now they're holding it at places in towns that have that appeal to a certain demographic, this, that, and the other. Like, when can an advanced screening of something come to, I don't know, Birmingham?
Yeah.
And if you've got the cash and the gas, you fucking can go watch it.
Right. Well, and I think that that's going away though, because think about it. You put something online now, and people aren't excited about it, they'll re-fucking shoot the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, so that is fucking testing the waters right there. You put something out there and people are like, this looks fucking garbage. Or think of it the other way. If you put something out there and people's like, we want this to happen, even if it's a rumor, it might light a fire under somebody's ass.
I think it was a rumor
but at the same time,
Childish Gambino was going to play Lando, and people were like, it happened.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you also think too, there are people that go out there with the means to want to, for lack of a better word, troll or get their rocks off or riff off on anything. And naturally, there's a group of people that's going to have that idea of no matter what, even if the little 8-fucking-year-old kid in them is clapping hands like a retard going, yes, give me more. They're going to sit there and be like, fucking sucks. It's stupid. Get this out of here.
Yeah.
They're going to naturally be against it.
Right.
I think,
and we're in an age where motherfuckers like that rule, and it's getting old, man.
Yeah. Well, and it's just gonna get worse, though. You know what I mean? Like,
and stuff like Facebook and Reddit and Tumblr and fucking any other kind of social media you got. It's just they're all echo chambers. It's all just one person going, "Remember this," and about 9,000 people going, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they take it and they burn it.
I like things I remember, like.
And then it doesn't live up to their hype of what they remember when they were kids, even if it was shit, and they bitch about it online. Yeah. It's a never-ending cycle.
And segueing back into Star Wars, did I like the way that Last Jedi panned out? I mean, I hate that Luke Skywalker died,
of course,
but I kind of felt that coming when they killed Han Solo. Mm-hmm. So I kind of went in thinking, all right, Leia or Luke's gonna die in this one.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, they got rid of all three of them. Like they're all gonna be gone.
Yeah. Coke got rid of one of them, but I
She gonna be in the new one, but they'll find a way to blow her ass up. Like they should have done that in the one where you remember when they fucking blew her up? And you're like, I know. And they brought her back.
No, but she went fucking like not snow, but Space Queen and floated her ass back in, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I don't know. Movies are entertainment. It's okay to sit down and have a conversation. If you like something and if you watch something and you don't like it, or if I watch something and I like it and one of you guys don't, it's okay and it's healthy to have a conversation about it. Yeah. But
it's like music.
Yeah.
We don't like the same thing.
Exactly. But taking it to the extreme that most people take it to now, to where it's like, if you like this, then you're a fucking racist piece of shit. Yeah. Like, why does it have to be to that extreme?
Wait.
It's.
Oh, go ahead.
It's entertainment. It's not made for you. It's made for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just have to either like it or don't. Vote with your dollar. If the movie comes out and you enjoy it and you didn't get to watch it in theaters, then guess what? Buy it on fucking Blu-ray. You know what I mean? If you're somewhere and somebody's like, I didn't fucking like fucking The Last Jedi, it's okay to be like, I actually really enjoyed it. And this is what I enjoyed about it. And if they call you a fucking racist, bigot piece of shit, who gives a fuck? You know?
Yeah, really.
Who fucking cares? Like, it's your opinion.
We're a racist, bigoted piece of shit that happens to like The Last Jedi, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that one in particular, but there's some movies you watch.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's just like, no, man, it's not even fucking like that. Like, I enjoyed the story. Imagine if American History X came out today.
Oh, no,
you know what I mean?
I was thinking about that earlier. What's the one? The Mel Brooks movie.
Oh, Blazing Saddles?
Dude, people would lose their fucking minds. Like,
I know.
They wouldn't be able to handle it, but because it came out in the 70s, it's okay. They even, have screenings. Everybody knows about it. Like,
yeah,
it's okay because it came out then.
And we
can't do that now. And it's like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I can because this is America.
Yeah,
it's a free
this is
country.
America.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, it's America, man. You can do whatever you want here, right? Like, You can't like
Right.
run in a store and you shout there's a bomb, but you can pretty much
Yeah.
do what you want to do. You might have to answer for your fucking crimes, but you can do it. Like,
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But-
well, taking it down from that extremity, like in our country, we should be able to have whatever kind of thought we want,
Yeah.
no matter
But
how incorrect, no matter how rude or whatever you want to call it.
thought police,
I
man.
And
feel like the world's trying to censor me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the
yeah,
world's trying to make me change who I am.
Yeah.
well,
It's
it's because
I
everything.
don't
Well, it's
like
because
that.
apparently, Adam, everything you've been raised knowing, and the way the world's been through your eyes, man, that's just wrong.
But
That's
this
just
is
all a
me.
lie. It's just been cooked up by a bunch of
If you
a bunch
change
of
all
motherfuckers
that,
who
then
lock
I'm not
'em up,
me.
man.
God damn it! Like,
yeah.
damn it, this is me, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always gonna think the way I think. Even the
Yeah.
people that like in public, they're online, they post all this shit, they go do all this stuff. They still think their own ways. Like,
Yeah.
give me a fucking break. You're just riding some kind of train.
I feel like
something-
Facebook should have a more stricter vetting process. That being question one: do you have children?
if you guys,
Yes. Are they between newborn and however many weeks? Yes. You can't have an account. Sorry.
but if you guys think about it, like the internet was a great thing, but it also like fucked our world up, kinda.
It did.
Yeah.
It
Like
did.
if you look at it's like, whoa, wait, that's not what you're supposed to use it for. Like
Yeah.
you're supposed to
Right.
go like learn shit and do fun
Well,
stuff,
dude, that's
and you're
because-
on here
well, that's-
bitching and like everybody's got a voice now, man. Anybody can
Well, that's
put a
because,
post
like,
on
back in
Facebook
the day,
and a
even-
million people can see it and it'll like change the
even 10 well yeah well even 10 to 15 years ago, man, the internet was there, but you had to get on there and figure it out.
yeah.
Now the internet is in your goddamn pocket.
Yeah,
and
but-
fucking anyone from the fucking smartest goddamn nerd out there that fucking knows
Yeah,
the phone
everybody's got
inside
the
out,
internet.
knows what the goddamn
Oh,
chip
that's the
in it is,
problem.
the wiring. All those motherfuckers coupled with fucking Nancy Drew down the street that don't know her fucking
Yeah.
ass from a hole in the ground, fucking being nosy as shit
Yeah.
on the fucking internet.
That's the
You couple
problem.
those two types. You couple those two types of brain powers into one little area, and you're gonna have a fucking supernova of shit.
I
dude.
wish I could find, because there's a lot of people I know, they can't really use a computer, but god damn it, they can use a smartphone, you know?
Yeah.
The
Right.
smartphone fucked everything up. It
Yeah.
brought all
Like,
these new people in.
Giving the
It's like,
internet
"God damn,
to
we
fucking
didn't
Joe
have you before."
Schmo the plumber and letting him be able to post his roll tide pictures, while it may seem innocent as fuck, in turn it also gave him a mouthpiece to fucking blurt out whatever ignorant fucking shit on his mind. In
Yeah.
the same way for fucking I know the manager haircut fucking women out there that gets on there and goes, "Hey, I was up here at the grocery store and I saw an ant walking through the fucking doors. Don't go in there, y'all. They got ants and shit, you know."
They
And it's
got
like,
ants
you fucking,
and shit.
it's like, give me a
You
break.
gave everybody
Go
a
fucking
voice.
sit on your couch and watch your stories and shut the fuck up.
Somebody should limit what people can see. Twitter's pretty good about that. They shadow ban people. Then nobody can
Yeah.
see what you say. But they usually shadow ban people that preach the truth. So that
Yeah,
kind of
right.
sucks. But something I thought about earlier, guys, like we've played music together, right? What if
Right.
we released a song to the public or you know, whoever, and they were like, "Oh no, you gotta rewrite that. You can't play it like that."
I'd tell them to go
It's
fuck
like,
themselves.
what do you mean? Like,
yeah, right.
that's the way it's played. Like we learn, you know, we practice for months. Like that's the song.
That don't sound like Drake. I want you need to sound like Drake.
We live in a world where people with smartphones and you know, these places like the New York Times. They're
Dude,
sending
we're
the smuggest
in a
fucking
world where-
prick to watch this movie. What was the movie? Venom.
Yeah.
It wasn't me
Dude.
or you. It was some asshole that fucking like Spanglish was his favorite movie. I brought it back, guys. You
Well,
see
it's
that?
like, dude. Well, it's also like, you know. Fuck. This
No,
shit
Travis.
gets me fired
Travis,
up, man.
I heard one of your songs. I didn't like it. Rewrite it. Go back in there and write it. Change it. It's like,
Well,
what do you
no.
mean? No,
Well,
this
it's
is
like
what
now,
you get,
but-
bitch. Like,
But you got to think though, the most popular type of music right now is some 16-year-old kid fucked up on Xanax mumbling over a beat.
Yeah.
That's music now.
Xanarchy.
That's
what they said.
That's
I saw
fucking
this little
music now,
kid
though. It's
named
just
Little
someone.
Xan, and there's some little white dude on Xanax all the time. His eyes are fucked up, and I was like, this dude's a rapper.
Is he that fucking idiot that ate all them Cheetos and got
It
sick?
is, dude. Little
Man,
Xan. Little Xan, not little.
Dude,
Little
he looks
Xan.
like he look. Is he that motherfucker that's got? Is he one of those fuckers that's like, I got fucking shit tattooed under my eyeballs because
Yeah.
I'm that rich.
Yeah.
Man, he looks like a little punk ass kid from down the road
It's
you didn't want to hang out
horrible.
with.
The music,
Like,
he's
he's the
like
kid-
screaming over.
dude, I bet
it's
you that
like
kid-
emo rap.
I bet that motherfucker had every goddamn thing he ever wanted in his life handed to him.
Of course.
You know,
He's so depressed, but he's gonna go into his room with his fucking iMac fucking laptop or his fucking
dude.
5 consoles. But he keep in mind, y'all, he has a shitty life.
Yeah.
He's just poor little old him.
Poor
Ain't
little
nothing ever
Xanarchy.
Ain't fucking nothing good ever came his way. But goddamn, he has a cell phone, fucking game consoles, a computer to make his
if
shit
you got a
fucking
smartphone,
music,
you're bumping.
and an allowance that clearly supports his fucking drug habit.
Yeah.
So
his Xanax
what the fuck
habit,
does he
which
really
ain't
have
cheap,
to say?
you know what I'm saying?
What does he fucking have to say? And then it's not just that little fucker; it's all them shitheads,
Whenever
man.
you hear somebody though, like Xanax is their thing, I'm like, oh, where you getting all this money? Because that ain't cheap.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
I know
Man,
you're paying $5
you
a
must
pop, like,
get.
Goddamn.
Well, no,
like,
I also think too, man. You probably do get beat by your parents because when you're on a come down, I bet you parents beat the shit out of your smart ass mouth, dude.
Xanarchy.
This ain't the fucking cereal I wanted. I wanted Captain Crunch, and you got
And then
me
they write a
fucking
song
Berry
with it. It's like,
Crunch.
boom, this ain't the cereal that I want. It's Captain
I
Crunch.
got that milk over my bowl.
crazy.
I let it drip.
Well, let's go ahead and rate it, man.
I'm giving it a star.
All
The
right.
world's not gonna make me hate this movie. You know what I mean? I
Right.
liked it, man. I liked the guy that played Han Solo, which I think I just like that dude. He's been in other couple movies. Like,
He's really good.
who else
right?
was he? I don't know. He's just like, he was Han Solo, dude. Like,
Yeah,
now
that's-
that I've seen him as Han Solo, I'm like, that's Han Solo if you bring him back, motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah. He's been in a pretty good bit of shit.
I didn't think the story was that bad. Like, the love story, I think that the love story, there was just like a little bit. Dude, 80% of the movie was that fucking love story.
Right.
That's what they went back. She saw the movie and was like, but there's no love interest. And it's like, it's 2018 and it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
They want ships, you know. The movie looked great.
It did.
It looked amazing. I was like, damn, they put money into this too. Like,
that train sequence was bad
it was
fucking
badass.
ass.
How
right?
badass was this train when it would go around like a curve? It would just like roll
the mountain?
and turn.
Yeah. It was fucking
When
cool.
it started doing that, I was like, that was a nice touch.
Or when
motherfuckers.
when he cuts a hard left into the maelstrom and starts fucking going against that space fucking creature.
Yeah,
that
was
shit
fucking
was cool.
crazy.
That
Yeah.
whole
Dude, we got to
the
see.
whole
You know,
goddamn movie was
the
fun,
problem was in the old movies, you never really got to see Han Solo like Han fucking Solo. You know,
Yeah.
I got to see Han Solo fucking Han Solo in this movie. Like,
Yeah.
he did the fucking, you know, what was it? The fucking Kessel Run, dog. He did it in the movie.
And I like how they explain it.
Yeah.
You know, it takes 20 something parsecs, and he did it in what, 12?
Whenever
Fucking
they
took a
did it the
shortcut.
first time, you know, it took 2 people.
Yeah.
And he did it. It took 2 people to do it like 20.
Yeah.
He did it by himself in 12. Well, Chewie sat down and was like, you know, and I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, a friendship was born, you know?
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I loved it. I
Yeah.
like Chewie, man. I like Han Solo, and I accept this guy as Han Solo. He gets my seal of approval.
Would you watch a sequel?
I will. It's not would I watch it. I will watch it. Any Star Wars movie that's released, I'm going to see it. That's just my thing. Like,
But you want a sequel to this,
of
right?
course, I'd like to see one. Where's it going? Like, what else can he do? Dude, They can make movies for like 10 years, and he just goes on all these missions.
Wouldn't that
Well,
be
no,
fucking
man.
crazy?
The
That
movie
could
ends
happen.
setting up. The movie ends setting up a sequel.
Well, that could happen.
Yeah.
But the world, and they're like, whiny ass, like, we don't like your movie. It's like, damn, you just fucked this up for everybody that did like it.
Yeah. It's not going to get a
Star-
sequel.
Star Wars was new 2010s, y'all. I want the Star Trek.
I
man.
promise you guys, there's more people that like this movie than they hated it. But it was just like, it was certain people,
Yeah.
and they fucked it.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think it's going to get a sequel.
I mean, they'll have to bring Han Solo back.
Well,
Disney
I mean,
bought Star Wars. They'll bring it back. It'll come back, but I don't know.
I mean, it ended up being fucking member berries. Like, remember when he fucking got in line with goddamn Jabba the Hutt? Like, that whole fucking little shtick before you realize Woody Harrelson comes back to betray him. When they do their little parting of the ways.
Everybody was fucking everybody over.
Dude is railing on fucking stuff that you're like, oh shit, he's gonna go hang out with the Hutts. He's going to Mos Eisley.
It's like Game of Thrones in this
like
bitch,
that's where the fuck he's going. Like if you're acquainted with enough of the fucking material that this movie's based off of, then those little moments like that, you're like, oh shit, okay, cool. Like, and a sequel to Solo would have been badass if they do the fucking the Hutt story.
Oh, that would be great. That would be fucking amazing. That would be a nice two-parter. You know what I mean?
Which I wish I wish they would have done. Yeah, well, I mean, or better yet, they could have done that. They could have Solo 2 Electric Boogaloo. Fucking
oh damn.
Yeah,
wait,
right.
I've got some feedback here. There's not going to be any more. There was so much protesting over this Solo movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure,
That's
man.
it.
It didn't make its money.
But I mean,
you
it
motherfuckers, man. Like, God
ended
damn you. You're the reason why it took so long to get another Pacific Rim, you motherfuckers. Like, you know.
I mean, it makes sense.
Go watch Avatar.
But I mean, if this could have happened, if we could go back and set the timeline to where it did work, it would be bad as fuck, dude. If they did a second film where it explored, him working for the Hutts.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, and at the end of Solo, of the second Solo film, it fucking shows Hutt go up to some Mandalorians. That's who fucking Boba Fett is.
Wait, I got some Boba Fett feedback in a minute. Ooh, that's a segment.
And have the third film kind of merge it, make it a Boba Fett film, go into the Mandalorians and shit. And then fucking coalesce with with him being like, oh shit, Han Solo's here. And it be their first little, encounter and shit.
Wait. I
got a star on it, okay? And I want to say this. Trent made a point because he was talking about Boba Fett, and he said, I just kind of hope they don't make a Boba Fett movie. Because here's the thing, guys. They're going to do the same thing. She's in control. She's going to make the same movie, and she's going to release it, and the world's going to tear it apart. Isn't it kind of weird that the person that was in control of this was a woman? Like, she's changing shit, doing all this stuff. Like, I'm not just saying because it was a woman. Just it was that woman. Like, I think it's time for her to step down. And
I can agree with
over.
And I can agree with Trent simply because when you break down Boba Fett in general, that motherfucker only has like maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes of screen time tops in the entire saga.
Because he said Boba Fett really wasn't like, I mean, he's not even really that cool. Like, here's the thing. He's got a cool suit.
He just don't have, he doesn't have a lot of screen time.
Man. I know when you look at Boba Fett's suit, your eye, man, it's just like, oh, it just looks good, that green, and it's just a good suit. That's it. Like, that's a cool suit. Do I want to see a movie about that motherfucker? Not really.
But that's why it would be badass if you brought Boba Fett in as another supporting character. Make him a big bad of one of these Star Wars story films. Like, don't have him a centric character, but have it to where, you have, just for star power, you have insert A-list actor as the bad guy, but he's fucking hiring bounty hunters. So we get Boba Fett in the film.
Well, think
Kind of
about it.
all our fucking Empire and shit.
Well, think about it like this. What if instead of going that route with it, Trav, I'm gonna throw a fucking idea and you tell me what you think. Like, all right, so the Hutt, Jabba the Hutt's pissed off at Han Solo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's when he fucking puts him in carbonite and shit, right? So why the fuck don't they have? He's got to pull a job with fucking Boba Fett. Like they got to work together, like reluctantly work together. And Boba Fett's doing some sketchy ass shit, and Solo's like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And that's how it fucking turns into what it was. You know what I mean? Like where you make them have to work together instead of him just being a stereotypical villain. Have them work together.
But it can, in turn, it can make it seem like, you know, for the sake of the story, like in Empire when Fett goes to seek fucking when Hutt seeks Fett on Solo,
yeah,
you know, it makes it seem like Boba's like, oh, this is personal. I'll do it my fucking self. Like,
yeah.
Can you guys see the image that I dropped?
Yeah.
Can you see that on the screen right now? I've got this image of Han Solo standing on the shore, and Chewie's got his hand on his shoulder. The world will not make me hate this movie.
Right.
It's the only Disney Star Wars box office failure. There's a link here. I'm looking at an article. It tanked, man. Like, it was badly, you know. But the world, I loved it. That's what I think about this movie right there. You can't make me hate it. It's a fucking, it'll go on the shelf if I come across it, you know? Travis, I give it a full star.
Yeah, what do you think, Trav?
I'm done.
I'll let Trav go next. What you got?
I think the movie was fucking great. I had an amazing time watching it. The little, like, it wasn't as, like, the social stuff that goes into play with these movies. Yeah, it was there, but my face wasn't rubbed in it. It worked within the fucking story. And when you sit there and try to, like, I don't give a shit about real world logic and real world decision making in a fucking movie that takes place in a galaxy far, far away. So, I mean, for people who have to have their mind turned on at every goddamn conceivable thing they're watching, then I guess we just don't need to share a movie together. But I thought it was good. I thought everything from the way the movie was shot, like they didn't spend too much time in certain areas of the movie.
Right.
Every set piece, and that's what I like too. It had a lot of set pieces.
Yeah.
They were all over the fucking place. I loved how it started with him trying to get off a fucking planet with his chick. The chick, you know, the whole, and that's the thing, the love interest thing didn't fucking bother me because it wasn't a typical love interest thing. His whole concept, you know, at first you thought it was going to be where he gets off the planet. He's like, I'm going to come back and get you. And it's like, all right, well, obviously he's not because the bitch ain't in later films. But, you know, that whole dynamic plays out. And then you find out, okay, she got the fuck off the planet her own damn self. And then cue in the Darth Maul thing. She's working, she's pulling strings somehow. She's gotten onto a level of the fucking Empire that she's doing some, like, she's not just doing the stuff that people see, like, hey, join the Empire today and you can fucking help. You know, she's on the dark side of it.
Right.
No pun intended. But I thought that was cool. I thought the Darth Maul throw-in was cool. It made sense. I haven't kept up with all of the fucking little animated shows that have come out, but in those shows, Darth Maul has been retconned. He's still alive. He somehow managed to survive the duel with Obi-Wan in Episode 1. And so seeing him again and knowing that that character is somehow in the shadows of all the bigger events going on, that's fucking cool. I thought all the little nods and stuff that's been, you know, prevalent in all of the newer Star Wars movies, I think that's cool. I think, like we said earlier, these Star Wars one shots, as I'll call them, are turning out to be more interesting films than just brand new lore altogether.
It's just a
and it's not
story.
because the new lore is not. It's not because the new lore is bad. It's because
want more.
and that's the thing. You want more out of like whenever you're watching the first 6 episodes, at least before new Star Wars, it was like, okay, I would love to see this in a movie, or this movie would have been. Everyone's had that conversation with somebody at some point. Man, I wish they'd make this. I mean, that's like probably that's 70% of our podcast. But
it is.
Right.
And what do you? Yeah, I'm about to say, what do you say to 70%, Adam?
It's 100. Dude.
But everyone has those conversations, and now we're in an era where we're getting new lore that is fucking debatable amongst fans, but we're also getting the movies that are more. It's those movies we've been hoping would get made, and they are being made. Are they to everyone's liking? Fucking no. But for me, I thought the movie was fucking awesome, and I give it a 3-star.
3-star?
I give it 2 Phantom stars, man.
The coveted 3-star?
It does.
So it gets a full star from Travis.
But I'm biased Star Wars though, man.
I love every Star Wars movie, but here, dude, just keep putting them out. We're all excited. I just wish that they could get an honest review, from someone that gives a fuck about it. From someone that, Travis, how old were we? Fucking 13. We were like, let's go rent all 6 of them and watch them. And we did, man. Have you ever pulled a Star Wars marathon, Griffin?
Oh yeah,
we have.
Oh yeah,
we did it.
Man.
I mean, dude,
we
were sleepy as fuck. We were tired. Watched them.
I mean, dude, for a while that became my little personal fucking little Christmas thing, man, because my birthday's on the fucking same day, and everybody's doing family shit. So normally, what I do is Christmas morning. The first thing I do, pop episode 1 in, and throughout the day, all 6 goddamn movies get played.
That's Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
That's my fucking day. And if you don't want to fucking sit and get down with some Jedi, fucking there's the door.
And I don't hate any of the new movies, but maybe they should let somebody else drive the bus for a little while. Sometimes.
Well, my thing is that, man,
their eyes don't work as good as they used
to. This shit's a trilogy, though, man. People are so like, even when Force Awakens came out, people were like, "Man, fuck this shit." It's like, no, dude, let the fucking story finish before you're like, okay, fuck these movies.
You got to see it all,
because we still have a whole closing chapter to this saga, and everyone's already like, man, fuck it. I'm so pissed off because fucking insert what I didn't get.
Yeah. Well, you know that they canceled the Rian Johnson trilogy, right?
What was he gonna play?
Well, he was gonna do his own trilogy outside of like
its own little Star Wars thing, dude. They're fucking this up, man.
Yeah,
they're fucking this up for us.
I'm pretty sure they canceled it.
They just want cookie cutter Disney
after this
films.
Movie came out.
Well, after The Last Jedi, because he's the one that directed The Last Jedi, and people shit on it. So I think they took it away from him.
And what's crazy is that fucking, if I'm not mistaken, Last Jedi was co-penned by the guy who wrote fucking Empire.
He had something to do with it for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can get that close to the original. Like, you can't do any better than that.
Well,
yeah.
Especially considering
the difference.
Considering Empire came out in the fucking, like, I don't know, 80s.
The difference in those movies and these movies is she's got her little agenda slipped in there. Trent, that's what Trent said. He said he paid to see the movie and he wasn't disappointed. But while he sits there and watches the movie, he can see that they're slipping the shit in, dude. It's Disney, man.
Yeah.
Don't try to brainwash people, man. Like,
and to me, I feel
Disney,
like that's
make a movie, like.
But that falls under smart people problems.
The news fault. Yeah, there's a lot of people but the people, that's the problem though, that we got people going in there and then they leave mad and fucking weird and they can't handle it. It's like it was a movie. It was a movie, right? Like the rest of us
dude,
fucking watch
the movie. Dude, if Solo started some sort of if any of these fictional movies were so impactful with their fucking social commentary that they start a goddamn movement.
That would be fucking crazy.
Something is wrong,
The
dude.
the person in charge of this ride that we're all going on here with Star Wars, you gotta be somebody. You gotta be like a Supreme Court judge. You can't be leaning left or right. You gotta go right down the middle.
Yeah,
We
right.
need the nerdiest
but-
motherfucker alive that like plays Dungeons and Dragons and
But
you
you
know
gotta
he builds
treat 'em-
maps and he fucking loves everything. He still plays Minecraft weekly,
Yeah.
you know.
But but that's the thing. You gotta treat the people that are in power like that. You gotta treat them like the goddamn dumbass hall monitor from school,
You need
man.
Jeff. Jeff
He's there.
should be in
He's
charge
there,
of Star
dude.
Wars.
He's there to flow traffic, but
Hey.
fuck him. You don't need him.
If Jeff was in charge of Star Wars, the science would make sense. Because he's that kind of person you're watching a movie with, and he's like, "That wouldn't work."
But that
like
would be-
and it's like, "What do you
that
mean?"
would also be the most goddamn boring film I've ever watched.
I don't know,
and
dude.
would
His Minecraft
subsequently-
map looks pretty good. Have you seen it? He's been building it for 6 years.
Sure it is. I'm sure it is, but it's like, okay, all right, guys, we're gonna go.
He should do the
all right, so
Minecraft movie. It would be a Redstone
We're in
movie.
Star Wars now. We're gonna warp from this planet to the next. I guess that'll be fucking 6 movies.
Yeah. No, that's
So-
what. Who's the guy? Who's the bald guy from Lost that wrote on
Like
Lost?
2 movies.
What's his
2
name?
movies of them stuck in orbit because they got to patch a hole.
What's that guy's name, man? You know what I'm talking about? The guy that
John
wrote.
Locke.
No, the guy that wrote on Lost, and then he went and he did Prometheus.
Oh, Lindelof.
Yeah, listen,
Damon
that guy.
Lindelof.
They were gonna put everything in one movie, kind of like they used to, you know.
Wow.
And then he shows up and he's like, "You gotta split this up. You got 3 movies here."
Right.
So he kind of fucked that franchise up. It's on his ass because he got greedy. Like,
Well,
we're gonna do
they
3
sort of fucked
movies.
their own show up, but
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just make a movie, make a fucking movie, and put it out. And don't worry about what everybody thinks. Like,
Yeah.
people will watch it. This movie will sell DVDs. I'll own one. I'll own a Blu-ray. I'm gonna start my Blu-ray Star Wars collection.
I got them.
You got them all?
Well, I got all of them except for
The newest one?
I
y'all gonna have to drag my ass into Blu-ray kicking and screaming, dude.
Dude.
Fuck that shit.
Have you
Yo-
seen a Blu-ray on like a like hooked up
I've
through
seen,
an HDMI?
I've seen
Travis,
rips.
it
I've seen
looks-
Blu-rays,
not
Blu-rays.
rips.
I don't. No, I've watched.
But
I have
here's the
Blu-rays.
thing, man. If you're in a fucking pawn shop and they got Star Wars for fucking $3 on Blu-ray, you ain't gonna buy that shit.
I mean, yeah, I
You're
would
gonna
buy it.
That's what I'm saying. But good
No,
luck.
am I gonna? Am I gonna go spend $80
can't
and
do that.
buy it? No, dude.
The only
am I gonna
thing,
spend?
the only
Dude,
movie.
the only reason I don't own a physical copy of Dawn of Justice, the uncut edition, is because I'm not paying $30 for that.
Well,
shit.
that's ridiculous.
I
I'll
got
agree
it.
with you there, and I wouldn't either. I would own it a different way. But
I mean, and,
it
and
would
don't
look
get me wrong.
just
We're
as
talking
good.
about movies. We're talking about films I want to own.
let me ask you
that
something.
I
When
have
you
no
watch a
problem
rip,
wanting to.
would you rather watch a Blu-ray rip or an AVI like 600 megabyte rip? What's about the 10 gig versus the 600 megabyte rip?
Man, I
already
live a
know.
life. I live a life of convenience, not quality. So I take the fucking-
Convenience, not
like,
quality.
I mean, dude.
I want
mean,
that
listen,
on a T-shirt.
That's pretty good.
I mean, dude,
somebody should write that
I mean,
down.
but I mean, no, but it's the truth. If I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had either of y'all's setup, if I had any of y'all's access to the resources that y'all have, you bet your ass I'd be on the quality train. But I'm not.
Okay.
I don't. So therefore, I have to settle for the best I can get. And even though the copy of Solo that I had was not the clearest, crystal clear, I can see every fucking movement of the camera.
It was still good.
I still fucking loved it. It was
Yeah.
still good.
Yeah.
Did Trent watch Solo?
Yeah, he said he paid to see it in the theater and he wasn't disappointed.
How many stars is he giving it?
How many stars you gonna give it, Trent? If you're still listening, and I think you're listening.
Yeah.
He
While-
said
while-
he really went on how they pushed their agenda. Like he's like, why you got to do that? Like it's just a movie. It's a Disney movie. It's a Star Wars movie. Like
And that's
all the
and I
stars. He
wholeheartedly
says
agree with that.
that's exactly
for
what he
sure.
just said. All the stars.
Hats off to
He
you, sir.
said whenever Han Solo and Chewie met. That was one of those moments too where I was happy as fuck. I was just like, oh my god, a friendship was born. You know, like
Yeah,
like
Oh
right.
man,
these
I
motherfuckers were
loved it
together for like
when
40 years.
no, dude, the moment for me, the Chewie Han moment for me was the minute Chewie fucking bumped up the shotgun. I was like,
Oh
hell yeah,
shit,
here's
dude.
where
Yeah.
here's
Well, and then
game set and match,
you got a
dog.
little
Like,
Chewy fucking stuff that you got some stuff to chew on. You know, like that.
Yeah.
They
well, I mean,
mentioned how old he is,
I liked
and
all
then you're
that
like,
little shit
damn.
because think about it too, man. And I maybe this is just me being like, oh, let's fucking connect every goddamn thing. Um, it would be insane if the fucking Wookiees that he liberated on that planet, if those were of the same type of, well, no. Oh fuck! It would be crazy if this is what it was. If those fucking Wookiees that were on Kessel,
The fucking slave Wookiees, the
if those were
workers.
the same, well, if you remember, and
He
let me
hugged
push my
him, man. They
glasses up.
touched their foreheads together. Like I was like,
Yeah.
damn. I
Well,
was like,
well,
damn, my
listen.
heart.
If you were, because remember, Chewbacca's like 190 something years old in Solo, right?
That's what I said. They like gave you a little preview. They didn't tell you that in the other
if-
movies.
No. If you
So
remember,
he's
and it
over
makes
200.
sense, because if you remember in Episode 2 during the Clone Wars, when Yoda realizes he's got to fucking leave, the Wookiee he's talking to is fucking Chewbacca.
Yeah.
So what if some of these Wookiees were fucking thrown there after the Empire took hold, and those were that he fucking liberated his fucking
Yeah. Well, people say that the Wookiees that he saved were the ones from the Christmas special. You know, his family or whatever from the
Yeah.
Christmas special that's never been
Oh
released.
shit!
They'll do
Okay,
another one. Well, maybe not
it's on
now.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have the
That
world
was.
fucked
Are we
this
talking
movie up
about
for
the?
us.
Are we talking about the infamous Christmas special where fucking Mark Hamill's face? It's like not too long after he had the car accident and shit.
Yeah. The one that has never been released and only aired one time.
Why was it that bad?
Hey, it was.
Yeah.
Hey, it was. Oh no, dude, that shit's on YouTube. That's
Yeah,
how I
it is
watched
on
it.
YouTube.
Fool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see that.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and rate it real quick. I wanted more. I want more. I want 2 more movies. I will be watching it again. Acting was great. Fucking, I'm a fan of dude that played Han Solo. Like, he's gonna be the next Thor. What's his name?
Is he really?
Chris Hemsworth. No.
Oh,
I'm
goddamn.
saying, but I think that he's gonna be the next Chris Hemsworth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's just got
He's
that
got
fucking
that fucking
pizzazz.
swag, that movie swag, dude.
Yeah,
Did you
got
see?
it, man.
Did you see him? Do you think he'll inevitably make it into the Marvel world as a hero?
I'm sure. I mean, he's got.
But-
look at him. He's.
Do you think this movie cursed his career? Here,
No, I
dude,
don't
his
think it did.
acting is so good. There's no way.
No, he did great.
Yeah, there's
I mean-
people that watched it and was like, "Oh, fucking put him in it," you know?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I loved it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna give it the full star. I just wanted more. That's my biggest problem with it. I wanted more. Like I wish it was a TV series.
It was supposed
You know what I mean?
to get more.
I know.
That was the point.
But that was my biggest complaint with it. Like, I want more. I like the adventures that they go on, the shit that they get themselves into. His whole nonchalant, like, fuck it, we'll figure a way out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his whole thing, just the way that character is written is just, it makes you want to be him because he doesn't give a fuck, but he gives a fuck. You know what I mean?
I love Han Solo, man. He's awesome.
Yeah. So
He's like your spirit animal.
I just wanted more, man. I wanted more. And it's a shame that we're never going to get more. But that's the world
But at
we
least
live
we
in.
got something. At least we
Yeah.
got something. We're lucky
Yeah.
we got that.
Right. Oh, and I do want a fucking legit fucking Star Wars war movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like just like left versus right going at it.
Like Saving Private Ryan fucking real. You know what I mean? Like, I want that to happen so bad I can't fucking stand it. Like, just that, like Travis was saying earlier, that scene where he goes 3 years later and it shows him in the fucking trenches and like there's there's fucking
In the
lasers.
shit, man.
Yeah, there's lasers fucking going off all around him, and it doesn't look shitty. It doesn't look corny. You know what I mean? It looks like a real fucking battlefield. I want that. You know?
I think we'll get that, but I don't think we're gonna get that under her. The good thing
No.
about this, you know, guys, is that one day she will lose her job, and someone else will be in charge. It's better.
Yeah.
She can't even like. She's not anywhere. They should let the dude running fucking Marvel run this shit too. Like
Kevin Feige.
Yeah, dude. At least he goes online and look. She ain't reading shit.
Yeah.
She's just like, this is the way it's gonna be because you know she brings them in. It's like a scene from Misery.
Oh shit!
She fucking puts them on the bed, and breaks their legs. This is how you're gonna make the movie, you know?
Fuck.
I don't know if it's like that, but
that'd be fucking
so
intense.
If Travis is gonna give it a star, and you're gonna give it a star, and I'm gonna give it a star, I gotta say this, guys. Trent gave it a star too, and he actually paid to see it. I think this movie gets 4 stars.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it gets 4 stars, and not because it's better than all the other 3-star movies, but we had another star come into play.
Yeah. Our first guest star.
That's the first guest star, man.
Yeah.
I think this movie gets 4 stars. Too bad we won't get another one, but at least we got this one.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Preach.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, man. I really wish that we could have got more.
I watched the shit out of it. Like,
yeah,
it sucked me right in.
I would like to see like a director's cut or an extended cut, or you know what I mean. Like, I would love to see more because you know that since he reshot 80% of the movie, like you know, there's all kinds of shit out there. Like probably a whole separate fucking story that we didn't get to see. You know?
Yeah. It sucks. And here Trent he said something, and it made me think of this. From now on, if the Star Wars movies that we review get full stars, it gets a Death Star. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
It gets a Death Star, dog.
Fuck yeah!
This movie gets a Death Star.
Damn.
Yes.
The coolest Death Star. Yeah. Well, he was like, he said after I said it gets 4 stars, he said better than the Death Star. And I'm like, this movie gets a fucking Death Star. You know?
Yeah, it does, right?
And I can't remember. I'm almost certain that any Star Wars movie we've watched, at one point we'll do them all.
Oh, yeah,
we got
sure.
it, you know.
Well, we've only done these 2, right? We didn't do Rogue One, did we?
I don't think so.
We did
but that gets
The Last
Jedi too, you know.
Yeah, right.
So any Star Wars movie, you can pretty much say it's gonna get a star from it. I could watch a standalone Jar Jar Binks movie, and it's gonna get a star. You know,
that would be awesome.
That's how Misa don't care. Like I'm like a Star Wars honey badger, dude.
Well, don't say that because old chick might be listening to this right now and be like, you want a fucking Star Wars movie? I got you.
You in the future, and they're gonna make Star Wars movies forever, guys.
Yeah,
they gotta pay. They gotta get that money back. We will see a callback to Jar Jar Binks. Some motherfucker will come along that's got the balls to say, just do a little nod to Jar Jar Binks, and when you see it, you'll love it.
I'll always be a supporter of I don't know if it was ever true or if it was just an online conspiracy theory put together, dude. I will always back Sith Lord Jar Jar.
Of course.
Fucking to the end, dude.
The world doesn't understand where we're coming from.
If that shit could have came to fruition where Jar Jar Binks was really a Sith Lord the whole time and was playing on because there's some pretty badass videos out there that break that theory down. And it works, and it's so good.
Me and Travis went on. I don't know if it was Bearshare, Kazaa. I'm almost. It might have been LimeWire.
Oh, you mean when we got that copy of 3?
We spent hours downloading. We were like watching it, and I'm like laying on his bed holding like a football, and Travis is like, 3 hours left, you know. And we're sitting there. We just watched it until it finished. It took forever, man, because this was back in the day.
Right.
And when it finished, we watched that motherfucker, dude. On the spot. We waited for it. And it was the shittiest copy ever. Well, this was the one that was missing a lot of the green screen shit, right?
No, dude. This one had full CGI and everything. It even had the editing timestamp at the bottom.
Damn.
Like it had those numbers running, but
Somebody
it was
said,
the full
"Fuck
fucking
you."
movie.
Leaked the shit out of it.
Yeah, someone saw the no scene at the end and was like, this has gotta go everywhere.
I'm putting it on the internet. You know,
Happen.
please, thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure if I had fucking seeded that file, I would have gotten a letter.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was a lot of people. I remember something about people. They had a big thing about that. People got in trouble. Like even the person that leaked it, they found the person that leaked it, and it wasn't good.
I remember being paranoid about that shit for a little while.
Yeah. Well, you were right there watching it, and as soon as it finished, you were like, delete, close, slam.
Well, I mean, this was at that time where it was like, man, the only logic I knew about fucking downloading shit was just don't share your files. Like snag and grab, you know?
Knock and pop.
I'm knocking pop right fucking now.
Nowadays, you got a VPN, but back then, you were on your own.
Yeah, Wild West.
That's why it took forever to get.
Better know your file types, bro.
Here's the thing, man. That's why it took forever for you to get it, because everybody was doing that in America. And, like, the only people you're downloading from is, like, some dude in Mongolia in a tent. You know, he's got fucking a little hotspot, and he's seeding torrents. Like,
his signal keeps dropping in and out.
Like, everybody, like 40,000 people were trying to get it.
If you seed this file for 12 hours, you get 1 bag of rice.
I wish I could. There's like a graph, like a page where it's just like, like how you've got the one where it shows a little caveman. He goes up into a man. The monkey, the evolution. I wish I could just build a graph of the file sharing programs in order. Like just and it just gets to finally it gets to the end. It's like everything. But it was just crazy back then, but back then it was more of a music. That's what people were doing because the internet was so slow. It was music. That's how you got it's like, oh shit, music, because a lot of the music you're downloading, you can't buy the shit at Walmart.
Yeah,
you gotta go to FYE or something
You got to go pay an upcharge of $5 on every $10 record.
Trent said, and porn. He's right.
Right.
That was
grab
easy,
it there.
Man.
You'd have to grab it
that
there.
That was easy.
You stick to an AVI. You stay away from those other file types because your computer will be like blue screen. And you got to reload too. That was a nasty virus. There wasn't no removing that shit. I'm glad I wasn't working on them back then because it was fucking
blue screen.
It was bullshit. You had to throw your hard drive away afterwards. You couldn't do shit with it.
All right, guys. So
it gets forced. It gets a Death Star.
It gets a Death Star. What are we watching next week?
Oh shit! Where's my list? Let me find my book. I don't know where it's at. Wait.
I know what it is.
Did you put them in your phone?
I wrote it down on a fucking card in here. Yeah. Don't get you slipping, no.
And it's close to the front. Let me lick my finger and turn the page. You guys ever do this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's that Game of Thrones parody I was working on. All right, here we go. I Tanya.
No, that's not what's next.
I've got Solo, I Tanya. Wait, maybe there's another list. Oh. I've got Solo. What was that movie?
Annihilation.
I got Summer of okay. Wait, that's another one. We changed it a couple times. Okay, we got Solo, Annihilation, Summer of '88, Hereditary, I Tanya.
That's it.
That's the order, guys. Next few weeks, watch them before you listen. We're letting you know. We were giving you. It's a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Annihilation. It's on Netflix, and I know you got a Netflix account, or you know somebody that's got one, and you're using it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Annihilation. It's on there. This is the movie that was released straight to Netflix. I remember, like Cloverfield, by the same producer, like the guy that was running the company. I have a feeling that I'm going to like it.
I think it's going to be pretty good.
Because I saw the trailer. I was like, interested.
Got something.
I heard a Windows 10 notification.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
loud.
no. If you go down there, dude, and click that little square in the bottom right corner, they used to have
Yeah.
night mode in here. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
don't see it anymore. If you have a night mode in there or something like quiet night mode, you can click that and it won't do that anymore. You won't hear it.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. All right, guys. Well, I've got to get in bed. It's been real. It's been fun.
Can I throw this at the end? Trent is begging me to throw Spirited Away at the end of our list.
All right.
Have you guys
I'm
seen
down.
that?
Spirited Away.
Yeah.
The fucking Miyazaki movie, man. Ghibli Studios
He's been
and shit.
begging me.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh man, no! If we watch that, dude, we got to go the whole 9 yards, man. With fucking Howl's Moving Castle, fucking Princess Mononoke.
I mean, I'll watch some. I'll let you guys take
Fucking-
me there.
We done went there once.
That's some good.
And
It's some
I
good
actually liked
animation,
that
Adam.
movie.
I don't.
Did I give that movie
I
a
don't.
full star?
I don't know how you'll feel narratively speaking on the movies, but I know you'll appreciate their art if you know with you liking Akira.
All that shit that you guys just said, Trent said yes.
Yeah.
all of it.
I mean, dude, watching those movies, I'll put it this way: if they don't connect to you narrative or whatever, Adam, watching those fucking Miyazaki films is like watching
Damn it,
a
I'm
damn
not a fucking
painting that moves.
caveman.
I know you're not a
I can
caveman, but I know you
fucking
could give a
take in
fuck about anime.
Well,
That's where I'm getting.
Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna be honest. Other than back in the day, like whenever you say anime, I'm like, oh, like that show on MTV that had tits. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Aeon Flux.
That's the only that I consider that anime. It looks like anime, right? That's the only anime I know, and the only reason I watched it is because that cartoon lady every now and then would whip a nipple out. You know.
Just let me
And I
and
was like,
Griffin
nipple.
just guide you through the realm.
I'm gonna
dude.
take it,
Fucking
dude. Let's
there's-
see if you guys can convert me.
There's lots to see and lots to tell, man, and a lot of weird shit that
What was
you
the
have not
movie?
seen.
Akira. We watched Akira. I didn't hate that movie, did I?
No,
I didn't
dude.
hate it.
And here's the thing, Adam. I know you're into some weird shit, and I'm telling you, anime is the genre. Dude. Anime
Well, that
is
movie
the
was pretty
fucking
good.
genre.
I think I'm willing to go there, guys. Well, when I think anime, dude, I just think Dragon Ball Z
Dude,
and Pokemon, dude.
if I can at least
that's
get
my
you,
thing. Motherfucker,
If
back
I
in the
can
day,
just-
Travis, back in the day, dude, you didn't give me any good anime. all I know is Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon, dude. That's it. I'm like, that's anime,
well,
kind
dude,
of, right?
movie wise, man, I want the two of you.
Show
I
me
want you
some good
guys to
shit.
sit. I want y'all to sit through at least the Berserk trilogy, because those are some good fucking movies, dude. It's like for two films, it's like Game of Thrones, medieval
All right,
fucking warfare
that's it.
shit, and then movie 3, it falls off the goddamn deep end, dude.
After
and it's
this
so
run,
badass.
After this run, we cram some fucking anime. Let's do it. Let's just go ahead and get it over with. See if you guys can bring my ass in. I'm sure you can. If they're that good, then I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I just the only anime I've ever seen, I was just like fucking really, dude. Dragon Ball Z. I know you guys probably like that shit, but I didn't see enough.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
see many
Oh, dude.
episodes.
Oh, dude,
I
there's
just
so
caught
much
it every
good.
now and then. Like,
If you're a
but
violence
I will say,
junkie,
well, I mean,
there's
you
some
know,
anime
I
that will
like my fair
fucking.
share of down torture.
I mean, some violent shit, dude.
Let's do it, guys. After this run, I'll watch whatever anime you throw at me.
We should do Wicked City, Trav.
You guys get together,
Oh,
brainstorm it. Pull your
I'm down-
fucking. I'm
I'm
gonna
down
get with
for-
Trent too, and he's gonna bust some out. We might even bring him in because he fucking loves some
Look,
goddamn
man.
anime. You guys want
All
to
right.
get
Look,
Trent on
dude,
here?
you
on some
guys
anime?
You guys are
Yeah.
See if he'll
fucking.
do it.
Y'all are. Look, you guys are some fucking Tarantino buffs. I enjoy Tarantino, but you motherfuckers love Tarantino.
I'd probably fucking
Black
toss a
Lagoon,
salad,
man.
dude, if he'd let me. You know, I'm just kidding.
Black Lagoon.
Not really.
Black
Oh.
Lagoon is pretty much if Tarantino made an anime, this show would be it. I mean, we're talking gunfights, quick whips, shit talking, fucking titties and shit, dude.
Titties.
It's fucking there.
I like cartoon titties.
Right.
I'm down. Let's watch it.
Fuck
do
yeah,
it.
let's do it. Do it now.
I mean, it's
All
a
right,
movie.
guys.
All right, we're shutting it down.
I gotta go work.
This is a Real Estate Podcaster saying tune in fucking next week when we watch fucking Annihilation, episode 84, guys.
Is that what
Oh.
we're watching? Because I don't
Annihilation.
have Annihilation.
You'll get it. It's everything. We're floating through.
Did it not pull up on the?
Nah, man.
All right.
We'll work it out.
Did the other ones get on there?
Yeah, I watched Summer of '84 last night, actually.
Can you go ahead and throw a star?
Do what?
Can you throw a star right now?
Yes.
Okay. That's a pre-star to Summer of '84, guys.
Yeah.
That's a couple moves. That's Annihilation away. Don't keep doing that. Shit.
Is it as good as everybody says it is?
I haven't seen what everybody said of it though, but I will put it this way: discount Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
Like,
But
take
it gotta
away the
stop.
supernatural, and it's I mean, like, it's a member berries film.
Oh,
like when
yeah.
you watch it, you're gonna be like, remember all them films
Remember
about the kids going
Walkmans?
on an adventure?
Yeah. Remember Walkmans?
Man.
Yeah. Remember skateboards?
Remember walkie talkies?
Remember
Remember
bicycles?
walkie talkies?
Yeah, I do.
All right, guys.
We're
I'm
out.
outie.
Keep it real. See you next week.